Hello, candidates. A few candidates have asked about FCI interview. So, let me tell you some of the important points that we have to look into in the matter of interview. 10 things that an interviewer looks in you. Number one is family background. Number two is education. Number three is experience. Number four, stability. Number five, initiative. Number six, general ability. Number seven, interpersonal skills. Number eight, confidence. Number nine, aptitude. Number 10, pleasant looks. These are the points on which any interviewer will be looking into in an interviewee. Yeah, but many of us feel that the interviewer, just one casual meeting where an employee's future gets sealed. Unfortunately, it's not something preordained as you would like it to be. It is not predetermined. It is a premeditated exercise which fetches you dividends only if your homework is done right. That is, if you have really prepared yourself for the interview, then you can answer the questions very well. Okay. There are the different interviews. There are different types, but of course, what is familiar is a panel of interviewers interviewing you. I am told in FCI there are 8 people or 10 people in the interview panel. So I first time I'm hearing like this. So you must be in a position to meet a group of 8 or 10 people and smile at them, answer them without feeling tense. Yeah. Smile and maintain eye contact. This is one way of communicating confidence, even if you don't feel it. That is, whenever you talk to a group of people, 10 people, you must be able to look at the eyes of the questioner, the person who is asking question. You look at his eyes first, answer. After a few seconds, look at the neighbor. Like that, you can change. If the interviewer offers his or her hand, shake it firmly. If they do not, it is appropriate to offer yours. But then this question doesn't arise in the present corona context where people are conducting interview, say through video conference. Wait until the interviewer sits and offers you a seat before sitting down. Before sitting down. Yeah. Then if the interviewer is making a small talk, participate. Keep your answers short and positive. Very, very important point. You must keep your answers positive and short. Exchange of this is the bulk of the interview. It is your opportunity to let the interviewer know what you have to offer and your chance to learn more about the organization. When you answer a question, look at the interviewer's eyes. Beware of the interviewer's reactions. If he or she looks confused, ask if you can clarify anything. If the interviewer is feeling not convinced with your answer, be aware what your body is saying. That is, your body language is very important. You must sit firmly, nicely, smile at the interviewers. Avoid closed postures. Sit upright, but not very stiffly. It should not sit very stiffly. Try to find a comfortable position as that will make you feel more relaxed. Control your nervous habits. Supposing you are nervous, control. Don't swing your foot, talk with your hands to an extreme, or fiddle with jewelers, buttons, pens, etc. Don't do like this. Keeping your pen and then doing like this. You should not do like this. Then touching the button and doing like this or doing like this. You should not do it quite often. Show that you are interested in the job by asking questions. Try not to appear bored or anxious. Try not to appear bored or anxious. Don't look at your watch. Don't look at your watch. Closing the interview, when the interviewer is done gathering the information that is needed, he or she will ask if you have anything to add or you have any questions. This is your opportunity to mentally review your inventory of skills and make sure that you have communicated everything that you wanted to. If any of your questions have not been addressed during the course of the interview, now is the time to ask them. This, of course, is not very much suitable for Indian interviews, but what this refers to is in terms of foreign international interviews. Thank the interviewer for his or her time for consideration. Ask when you can expect to hear from him or her. If it is not known when a decision will be reached, ask if you can phone in a week's time or inquire about the progress. If the interviewer offers his or her hand, shake it firmly. Otherwise, it is fine to offer yours first. If not already discussed, you can offer to leave a sample of your work or portfolio if you have one. Actually, this may not be applicable for FCI interview and all, where they will be having the biodata of the candidate. The interview is an opportunity for both the employer and the applicant to gather information. The employer wants to know if you, the applicant, have the skills, knowledge, self confidence, and motivation necessary for the job. At this point, you can be confident that the employer saw something of interest in your resume. He or she also wants to determine whether or not you will fit in with the organization's current employees and philosophy. Similarly, you may want to evaluate the position and the organization and determine if they will fit into your career plans. First of all, you must understand whether your style of working will fit into the organization for which you are attending interview. Maybe Food Corporation of India, or maybe Karnataka Bank, or maybe IDBI Bank, or whatever it is. You just check up, or it may be some CWC, any organization. The interview is a two-way exchange of information. It's an opportunity for both parties to market themselves. The interviewee has to see that he is selected, and the interviewer is keen that you must come and join. The employer is selling the organization to you. You are marketing your skills, knowledge, and personality to the employer. Interview preparation. Research is a critical part of preparing for an interview. If you have not done your homework, it is going to be obvious that you can't succeed. Spend time in researching and thinking about yourself, the occupation, and the organization, and questions you might ask at the end of the interview. Whatever interview it may be, this first step is very important. That is this one. Know yourself. This is very, very important. The first step in preparing for an interview is to do a thorough self assessment so that you will know what you have to offer an employer. It is very important to develop a complete inventory of skills, experience, and personal attributes that you can use to market yourself to employers at any time during the interview process. In developing this inventory, it is easiest to start with experience. Once you have a detailed list of activities that you have done, past jobs, extracurricular involvements, volunteer work, school projects, etc., It is fairly easy to identify your skills. Do you have leadership style skills? Do you have good communication skills? Do you have good team building skills? Are you a good team player? Are you good in problem solving? You try to analyze. Simply go through the list and for each item ask yourself, what could I have learned by doing this? What skills did I develop? What issues or circumstances have I learned to deal with? Keep in mind that skills fall into two categories. One is technical and the other is generic. Technical skills are the skills required to do a specific job. For a laboratory assistant, technical skills might include knowledge of sterilization procedures, slide preparation, and scientific report writing. For an outreach worker, technical skills might include counseling skills, case management skills, or program design and evaluation skills. For example, people who are joining in banks, for them, technical skills will be their knowledge relating to banking, deposits, advances, and procedures, etc. For people who are joining in FCI, maybe your knowledge about FCI, your knowledge about FCI, its working, what are the various things. Those things you must be able to know about it. Yeah. So now coming to this, say, uh, technical skills, I would like to take you to fci.gov.in. fci.gov.in. This is not a website with which you are not familiar. All of you who are appearing for interview are familiar with this exercise because having come here for many times. Okay. Here, what are the various things that are available in this one? First and foremost, you must go through this about us. You must be able to go through about this about us page. Here, the Food Corporation of India was set up under the Food Corporation Act 1964 in order to fulfill following objectives. In order to fulfill following objectives. Number one, effective price support operations for safeguarding the interests of the farmers. Distribution of food grains throughout the country for public distribution system. Maintaining satisfactory level of operational and buffer stocks of food grains to ensure national food security. In this regard, just because we had good buffer stock, that is why we have been able to manage during this corona period, March, April, May, June, July. Since its inception, FCI has played a significant role in India's success in transforming the crisis management oriented food security into a stable security system. What they mean here is about the crisis we had in 1960s and all, when I also remember used to standing in a queue for buying Burma rice. It was sold at 1 rupee in those days per kilo. That much shortage was there. From that shortage, thanks to Mr. C. Subramaniam, who was Maharashtra governor, the Green Revolution came, and also now Green Revolution is attributed to, say, M.S. Swaminathan. So this is the overview of this thing. So what is the objective of Food Corporation of India? Objective of Food Corporation of India is, yeah, effective. This point I think we have discussed. In its 50 years service to the nation, FCI has played a significant role in success in transforming crisis management to provide farmers remunerative prices, to make food grains available at reasonable prices, particularly to vulnerable section of the society, to maintain buffer stocks as a measure of food security, to intervene in price stabilization. whenever the price goes down in order to maintain it. So these are the objectives. So we should be thorough with this. Next is the list of directors. First, it is better to know Shri Prasad IAS is the chairman, followed by Shri Gude Srinivas IAS. So many IAS are there. Nandita Gupta IAS, Abhilash Likhi IAS, Shri Arun Kumar Srivastava IRSC. Possibly some of these people may also come for your interviews. But of course, yesterday some boy was asking a question. Sir, will they expect us from up to IAS level? My perception is they won't expect you at IAS level, possibly slightly below IAS level and above bank officers level. That much of ability, understanding, communication, etc. they may require. Then code of conduct and ethics. Yeah, nothing is given. Then what is given under citizens charter? There also, I think you have to click this to know about citizens charter of FCI. It's a 36 pages one. Kindly go through this. Acha. Going through this will be helpful because it has organizational setup of FCI. Food Corporation of India coordinates its functions through a country-wide network of offices with headquarters at New Delhi and 5 zonal offices, 25 regional offices, and 170 district offices under its control. What is the vision they have given? What is the mission they have given? What is food security? Please go through this. Availability, affordability, absorption, stability. Then major activities, procurement. So the central government extends its price for procurement. Kindly go through this. Similarly, under decentralized procurement scheme, food grains are procured and distributed by the state governments themselves. The designated states procure, store and issue food grains under TPDS and other welfare schemes of Government of India. The decentralized system of procurement was introduced to enhance the efficiency of procurement for PDS to encourage procurement in non-traditional states as well as to save on transit losses and costs. So kindly go through this. Targeted public distribution system means what? Please go through this, boys. I'm not going to bore you by going through this again in detail. Look, by coming into this citizens charter, we are getting lot of ideas which will be useful for FCI manager and other people who are appearing for interview also. Next is talking norms. Buffer stocks, storage management, existing storage capacity with FCI, state agencies for central pool stocks. As on 36 2016 only they have given 816.24 LMT lakhs metric tons, 816.24 lakhs metric tons, of which 164.81 LMT is under cover and plinth. To reduce the depends on cover and plinth storage to harness benefits of private participation, government has introduced Private Entrepreneur Guarantee Scheme, PEG. So please go through this, boys, girls. Then there is some point given about movement. I am not showing anything new. Everything is available in fci.gov.in. I know going through full of this will be boring, but still just go through this and take down some of the important points. Raising funds through bond issue, borrowing through short-term loan. Those people who are appearing for accounts interview and all, be thorough with these points. Those who are going for regular managership and all that, be thorough about purchase of gunnies. purchase of damaged material, purchase of covers, purchase of chemicals. Then those who are going for accounts, please go through funds, borrowings. Those who are appearing for finance, you also go through this processing of third party bills, processing of employees' bills. Then those who are going for audit, internal audit, physical verification, please go through this point. CPF, processing of pension, this is HR related people, personal, HR related people. Yeah. So there are different aspects to this. Kindly go through I mean, to overall go through. Then about your section, deeply go through. समझ गया? जो सेक्शन में आप जाते हैं उसका बारे में पूरा डिटेल्स अंडरस्टैंड कर लो जी. पर्सनल वाला का व्हाट इज अ बेनेवलेंट फंड एंड देन व्हाट इज कॉन्ट्रीब्यूटरी सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम, ये सब पूछेगा. और import export, that is जो those who are in charge of transport and all, these kindly go through this. Sales wala, those who are into sales. Then S and C, procurement wala, quality control wala, I think साकेट quality control वाला, ये सब आप पढ़ना है जी, पूरा पढ़ना है. Liquidation of food grains, movement, transport wala, vigilance wala, kindly go through all these things. I am not reading it again. Engineering wala, refund of earnest money deposit to unsuccessful tenderers, release of performance guarantee. I think this will come under finance also. Internal transactions operations, accounts level people, general management level people. You must know this. Information on the following subject can be obtained from our officers listed below. Procurement, movement, storage, quality control, sales, purchase, export and import, funds, finance, CPF, personal, vigilance, appeal and review, engineering, Raj Bhasha, that is Hindi, industrial relations, information technology, a sub. And then for outside office hours, general manager Ruchi Govil. So likewise, one can go through this. Helpline number is also given. Next review after 1 year. So these are the important. So I just casually went through this, but I find this page has got lot of important points about this. So kindly go through this citizens charter. Yeah. So this itself is a very lengthy video. I think people will be. First, you go through this. Next, further points to be added, I will cover in my next video. Thank you.